The hotel receipt wasn't mine. The date on it? Last Friday. The name on the booking? His. But the worst part? I was out of town that day, and he was supposed to be home. My fingers trembled as I stared at the thin slip of paper, crumpled in the pocket of his jeans. I had been folding laundry when I felt it, smooth and stiff beneath my fingertips. Just a casual routine, something I had done 100 times before. But this time, it was different. This time, it shattered my world. My mind raced. Maybe there was an explanation. Maybe it was a mistake. But deep down, I already knew. Jason had been distant lately. The late-night texts, the sudden work calls, the way he started taking his phone everywhere, even to the bathroom. I had told myself I was imagining things, that I was overthinking, that the man I had spent the last 6 years with couldn't, do something like this to me. But the receipt in my hands said otherwise. One night, a single bed, paid in cash. I swallowed hard. My heart pounded against my ribs as I stared at his name printed so neatly at the top. Jason Carter. No mistake, no misunderstanding. Just cold, undeniable truth. That night, I sat across from him at the dinner table, my hands curled into fists beneath the tablecloth. Jason ate as if nothing was wrong, his usual charming smile on his lips. I forced myself to breathe. So, I said, keeping my voice light, how was work last Friday? He didn't even hesitate. Busy. Meetings all day. I felt my stomach twist. Really? I said, tilting my head. Because I found something interesting today. His fork stopped midair. His blue eyes flickered with something almost imperceptible. But I saw it. That split second of fear before he masked it with a casual laugh. Oh, what's that? I reached into my pocket and placed the receipt between us. Silence. His gaze dropped, his jaw tightening ever so slightly. He didn't speak right away, and that hesitation, that tiny pause, told me everything. You want to explain this? I asked, my voice sharper now. He exhaled, running a hand through his hair. Babe, it's not what you think. Then what is it, Jason? I cut him off. Because from where I'm sitting, it looks like you booked a hotel room while I was gone. A muscle in his jaw twitched. He was scrambling, trying to find an excuse. It was for work, he finally said. A late meeting ran over, and I didn't want to drive home that late. It was just easier. A small, humorless laugh escaped my lips. Work? You expect me to believe that? His eyes darkened. It's the truth. Paid in cash? I shot back. Since when does your company refuse to cover expenses? Another pause. Longer this time. Caught. I stared at him, feeling something inside me break. The love, the trust, the years we had built together, it all crumbled under the weight of his silence. Tell me the truth, Jason. My voice was barely above a whisper now. If there's someone else, just say it. For the first time, he looked guilty. That was all I needed. I pushed back my chair and stood, my hands shaking. I'm done. Wait, he stood too, reaching for me. Don't do this. It was a mistake. I stepped back. No, Jason, I made the mistake. Of what? He asked, desperation creeping into his voice. I met his eyes, my heart pounding. Of trusting you. And with that, I walked away. Leaving wasn't easy. 6 years of memories, of laughter, love, and promises that turned to dust. But I refused to be the woman who ignored the truth just to keep a lie alive. It took time, months. But eventually, I stopped waiting for his messages. I stopped checking his social media. I stopped waking up hoping it had all been a bad dream. And one day, I looked in the mirror and saw someone stronger. Someone who refused to settle for half-hearted love. And as I walked out of my apartment that morning, free, independent, and ready to rebuild, one thought stayed with me. I may have lost Jason, but I found myself.
Kindly like and subscribe for more such videos.